now the Bridgnorth Pod with Dan Bradley and John Garbett.
Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 6.
Episode 6 of the Bridgnorth Pod.
Bridgnorth Pod. Episode 6, Return of the Podders. In this week's edition, we're talking about social media and its usefulness within the community.
We'll also be talking to Ian Wilkins, who's the man behind the Bridgnorth Past Facebook page.
We're also talking to Aaron Alvey and Cal Newsom from Midset Booker.
They'll be telling us all about their glow stick party they've got coming up on Christmas Eve, haven't they?
Yeah, glow sticks.
And I'll be giving you your weekly update on all the live music and Christmas happenings in my What's On section.
Contact the studio, join the discussion, tweet us at Bridgnorth Pod or visit us at thebridgnorthpod.co.uk.
So, John, social media has become quite a big thing in Bridgnorth over the past year or so, hasn't it, with the creation of various groups?
It has, yeah. Facebook is ever becoming more and more versatile. We've got Twitter as well. Particularly Facebook, though, seems to be massively used. General news, it's a fantastic community tool for Bridgnorth. The chats and rants, Kev's page.
The page Kev Adams set up, the Bridgnorth chat, news and rants and speculation. Need to change the name. Page.
They really do. Oh, that's a mouthful.
I find it particularly awesome that we have this Bridgnorth chat page because it hits news that hits you before the press does.
It's the little things, isn't it? It's not so much necessarily big stories.
It's essentially real-time local news, isn't it? What I would say is every single time like an emergency vehicle goes past, doesn't it? Everyone's like, right, I wonder what's happening down the road, and everyone will be talking to each other, and you'll find out what's going on first from this page.
The slightly negative side of it is people ranting against individuals or ranting against each other.
It's built for chat, news, rants and speculation, and the page's founder, Kev Adams, commented to me recently that some people take the rants a little bit too seriously. I mean, if people are going to... if people are going to moan, they're going to want to moan to a larger audience, aren't they? So what you find is a lot of these posts tend to become a little bit too personal.
A little bit personal and confrontational. And
It's uncensored news, and I feel that's great in some ways, but other ways it can be quite detrimental.
What we find with social media is that it's a great way to promote events within the community, isn't it, Dan?
It's a great way to get local events news across fast and invite your friends, and more importantly, draw together people quite quickly. Recently was the Bridgnorth Music and Arts Festival celebration of what had gone on this year with the photography exhibition, and a Sunday evening is quite a quiet night for pubs in Bridgnorth, and we were able to draw together a significant crowd of people who were obviously been following the festival and were generally interested in what we were doing, and we didn't have to rely on press to do it. And also what we found, John, is that retailers are starting to get in on the act as well with
the shop local event that we covered last week. The point with Facebook is
you can target your audience, can't you?
You can target your audience very easily. Now we're talking with Ian Wilkins, founder of the Bridgnorth Past Facebook page.
Ian, how did this page come about?
Right, the page came about when I posted a photograph, an old black and white one that showed the grove when it was a grove, and the photograph was taken from the Castle Walk, and I posted that photograph into the Bridgnorth rants and news.
The chat news rant speculation page that everyone knows.
That's the one, it's a long-winded
name, yeah. Just to be fair, Beck, who we interviewed last week, couldn't even remember name either. It's just far too long.
Yeah.
Kev, if you're listening to this, you need to rename the page, man. You need to rename it.
Yeah, that's the page. So anyway, I posted it into there, and I was quite surprised. I had a few comments and a few likes. Then the likes sort of got up to 60 odd, and I made the comment on the photograph that I was quite surprised that we hadn't got a group as such. I went away and had a little chat by email with Kevin Adams himself, and he suggested that I set one up.
Bridgnorth's obviously got a lot of history, so that makes complete sense, doesn't it, really?
Well, there's already sites at Kidderminster and Arveley, and it could seem right for Bridgnorth to have one,
Ian, what were your hopes for the page when you set it up, and has it surpassed your original expectations at all?
Yeah, it's doing exactly how I thought it would pan out. I didn't know what was around. I obviously know of Clive Gwilt and his connections with a lot of Bridgnorth history and the books that he's written. I was quite pleased when he did join the group himself and started posting photographs. 1 minute I'm in the 1800s looking at photographs, and the next minute I can be in the 1980s. That's how diverse the group is.
I think it's great that Bridgnorth's history in pictures is becoming like far more accessible via your page as well, because people have to go out to like tourist information, grab leaflets, etc., or go out and visit Bridgnorth themselves. But it allows people to share photographs that would otherwise be kept in boxes, I imagine.
Yeah, me myself included. I've got a lot in boxes, and I'm slowly posting the photographs up onto the site, and obviously newspaper cuttings, newspaper stories that people are sharing those on the site as well, which is great.
Have you discovered anything new about Bridgnorth? Anything that surprised you?
The cobbled streets was a surprise to me, actually. I didn't realise they were tarmacked over or relaid over up by the North Gate, so they are under there somewhere.
Ian, yourself included, do you feel it makes people appreciate how much Bridgnorth has actually changed over the years and through the eras?
Yes, it does, yes. Myself, I'm a big fan of the High Street and the way that's changed.
I mean, I didn't. One of the things I discovered through your page was the fact that the High Street used to be two ways.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. And obviously you could see some of the problems. A couple of the photographs that have been posted of double-decker buses getting stuck under them, stuck under the town hall. Yeah, and obviously I didn't realise there was a jail there. A jail there at one point. Clive World's posted photographs of the jail. And,
oh, wow.
And doors onto the site, so yeah, that's quite interesting.
Ian, we're talking this week on the podcast about how social media has changed the way Bridgnorth residents connect with people, especially with the aforementioned page, the Chat News page that we discussed a moment ago. Do you feel that it's changed the way Bridgnorth residents, the people who are involved, talk to each other for the better, or what's your opinion on Bridgnorth and social networking?
Yeah, the Chat page. I believe that was originally set up for just to cover news and information, and it does seem to be diversifying a bit now.
Personally, I think the biggest advantage of that page for me is the fact that. A bit like the Bridgnorth Pass page, actually, you get things on there that otherwise wouldn't hit the press, and you get it fast as well. It's real time news. It's almost like a bit of a neighbourhood watch, essentially.
And as soon as any fire engine goes by,
everyone's straight on there with pictures as well. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows what's happening on the Wolverhampton Road, what's happening out there, or whatever. Any floods in Telford, that was quite interesting when the floods were happening, and people were saying, "Oh, it's now clear," or "It's now blocked."
It's great for me. I knew which roads to avoid. It helped me plan my journey home.
Yeah. So it is a good place to call, a good place to look.
Ian, is there anything else you'd like to mention about the Bridgnorth Pass page, or anything for that matter?
Yeah. Going back to the Bridgnorth Pass page, I would like to see more wedding photos. There's been a request for those. I mean, people might be too embarrassed to post up their wedding
personal photographs.
Wedding photos on there. Yeah. Obviously, the group's been set up now since the 2nd of November, and some of those earlier posts, I do feel they're being missed out now.
I can see the the Bridgnorth Past calendar coming out next. I had Kev the Clips calendar last week.
that would be nice. Yeah.
Need to jump on the bandwagon, Ian.
Yeah, I don't quite know which photographs we could use for it, but that would be a good idea.
So thank you for talking to us, Ian, on the Bridgnorth pod. It's been great to learn about the Bridgnorth Pass page and the incredible photos that are actually on there as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for talking to us.
Cheers for talking to us, Ian.
Thank you both. Cheers. Ta-ra.
Now we're going to cross over to Lois to find out what's on in Bridgnorth.
What's on Bridgnorth with Lois Downs. Brought to you by technotic.co.uk.
So, Lois, what's happening in Bridgnorth this week?
Well, down with Christmas Day just 5 sleeps away, which really isn't long at all, is it?
Not long at all, Lois.
Well, town is due to get very busy indeed. So I'm going to kickstart with Thursday. The opportunity to showcase your talents is here again. So if you're a musician, vocalist, or just looking for some great music and obviously some Christmas tunes, head down to the Bear Inn, where Reem Moore and Aaron Alvey shall be hosting the Christmas open mic special, and that starts at 9 o'clock, so head down there.
So, Lois, what can we look forward to on Friday?
Well, Dan, we have a great prog rock band band playing at the Bell and Talbot called Dreaming Tree. We also have Reluctant Sinners playing at the Bear, and both these performers start at 9:30.
Soloist, the weekend before Christmas. What can we look forward to on Saturday?
Well, we have Thompson Oldman playing at the Bell and Talbot, and we also have Whatever Trevor playing at the Bear Inn. Again, both of these performances start at 9:30.
Soloist, what can we look forward to on Sunday?
Well, Dan, it's time to get those pens and papers at the ready, because Broomy's Christmas cash prize quiz and karaoke starts at the Bear at 6 o'clock.
Be Bear or Be Square. Soloist, is there any live music on Sunday?
There is. At the Bell and Talbot, we have Dave Busby, and his performance starts at 9:30.
Soloist, what can we look forward to on Christmas Eve?
Well, Dan, again, it's time to get those pens and papers at the ready, because there's a family quiz.
More quizzes?
There is, at the Bridgnorth Town Football Club, and that starts at 7:30.
There's a lot of quizzes about town this week.
There really are, but this one's family friendly too.
Oh, so no rude words.
No. Well, Dan, on the music scene, we have Midset Booker's Christmas Eve Glow Party at the Bear Inn, and this starts at 9:30.
And Aaron and Cal from Midset Booker will be joining us in a short moment, so don't go anywhere. Soloist, that's what's on until Christmas Day.
It is indeed, Dan, but the Bridgnorth Pod shall be releasing a special Christmas edition just for you guys at home.
And that'll be coming out on Christmas Day.
But for now, this has been this week's What's On. I shall see you Christmas Day.
What's on Bridgnorth with Lois Downs. Brought to you by technotic.co.uk.
Now on the Bridgnorth Pod, we're joined by Aaron Alvey, who's lead vocals from Midset Booker, and Cal Newsom, who plays rhythm guitar and also sings backing vocals for Midset Booker. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, all right, you?
Yeah, we're cool, thanks.
How long have you guys been together now? Obviously, you know, we've been following you on the Bridgnorth music scene for quite some time. Where did you all start out?
Well, as the band that we currently are now, it's been since March this year, but with a couple of the members, we've been going for almost 2 years now, and obviously everyone else has had their other projects as well.
It's quite a busy time for you guys, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You guys are gigging, like, loads. Has it always been this busy for you?
Cal, do you want to answer that one?
Yeah, well, it's been quite, like, dead lately as far as public gigs get to. We've done quite a few, like, weddings and functions, but over Christmas, like, our public gigs are starting now, sort of thing. So
When did you guys start out as musicians?
Myself, I used to play as a solo artist from the age of about 13, 14, and then give up on music and then got asked to join said band, and then kind of got back into it. And then however Cal got into it, I presume he'll tell you as well.
I've always played in bands since I was like 15, 16, along with my cousin Rich, who's also in Midset Booker.
Have you guys got any plans to produce any original material in the coming year?
With 2013, we're probably hopefully gonna, our aim anyway is to try and get some sort of EP out for the end of summer. We have got a couple of original tracks that we already do gig with, but it's just the getting into a studio that we can
getting the
afford
time, I imagine, as well.
Yeah, most definitely. With full-time work and university and all this sort of stuff, it's trying to fit all the time in when everyone's available as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of like stuff that we've written that needs to be like finished off really, and like put them together and recorded.
Do you guys have any heavy influences on your original stuff?
Well, not really. Well, I'm heavily into Coldplay, and Rich and Cal are heavily into the Beatles, and then you've got everyone's into a bit of everything really, and I suppose it kind of joins forces to make some sort of weird noise that we create really.
So it's very much your own sound.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. I think because we've all got different sort of styles really, it reflects on our own stuff, which is like quite strange in its own sort of way.
So, do you feel like 2013 is going to be a big year for Midset Booker? Do you have quite a lot of things on?
Yeah, we've got quite a few inquiries about certain functions and different things, and with hoping to try and get our EP out later on next year.
Do you have anything you want specific to mention?
We're playing at the Bear on Christmas Eve, and we're calling it a glow party.
Did you do one of those recently at the George? Because that was great.
That was the recent one that we did, and that was at the George. But this one we're going to make it a bit more special, seeing as it's Christmas Eve, so it's one to look out for, I say.
We've even learned 2 Christmas songs.
Yeah,
especially for it.
Yeah, especially for it.
That is the bane of being a musician, isn't it? It comes down to Christmas, and you're like, right, we've got to learn some Christmas songs. I mean, Lois and I, Pandora's Puppets, we really thought that Christmas songs would be easy. We came to this sort of conclusion that we'd leave it to the last minute to do the light switch on, and it was not easy at all. It was a case of, these songs that we listened to probably for 5 years previously and grew up with, we really don't know them.
Yeah, most of them were really hard to play.
In terms of preparing for gigs, do you guys have any sort of superstitions or things you have to do before you play a gig?
Carl?
Warm-up routine.
I don't have any lucky pants or anything. If you,
I myself, I've always had to gig in white socks, and that was it. That's my thing. It's a bit strange, isn't it?
That's for when he does his special Michael Jackson impersonation.
That's just in general, Cal. This is like before time. That is.
Aaron Alvey is Michael Jackson.
That's true. That is true.
I actually like it when you guys drop into Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, like halfway through a song.
Yes, definitely. That's halfway through our other original song that we do that. We drop into that.
Yeah, there's a bit of someone stole that from somewhere.
I don't think it sounds like any other song, to be honest. But
no, written by Aaron himself.
Yeah, it was.
Totally not a rip-off.
I think originally Cal was meant to write some sort of rap, and then I just started doing that when we were practicing it, and then kind of stuck.
Things stick, don't they? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me being the rapper I am.
Yeah, definite.
Cal, are you going to get your stereotypical baseball cap on and break it down at the next Midset Buka gig?
The snapback is coming on.
You've said that now.
The MC Hammer shorts are coming out as well. The MC Hammer pants.
Midset Buka time.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, my dog is barking. That usually means someone's entered the house or left the house.
It usually means that I'm anywhere.
When John comes to the Bridgnorth Pod studio, she detects an intruder.
Hello, Ruby. I know you don't like me.
She really doesn't like John. Ruby, go. Bed.
Bath time.
That's not going to help.
Used to work with my cousin's dog. Used to go bath time and he'd walk off and hide.
Interruption on the Bridgnorth Pod.
That happens every week, but that normally happens earlier than this.
Yeah, not mid-interview. Last question for you, Aaron. Are you cursed? Because if I'm not mistaken, you seem to be coming down with illnesses that affect your voice.
Yeah, I'm definitely cursed. Definitely cursed. Well, it all started like I had tonsillitis going back probably February time, earlier than that maybe. And I think it's just since then I've been held with a curse of illnesses to do with my singing, really, and that's it.
Has that been quite an impact on the band? Has it affected your relationship as a band? With having to cancel gigs or?
We've only ever had to cancel one gig because of it, and that was at the Bell and Talbot early on in the year. But apart from that, it hasn't really affected, except sometimes we get to a stage right at the end we went to do an encore and I just can't physically sing anymore. But apart from that, it doesn't really affect us as much as what it should do, if that makes sense.
Obviously, you guys, prior to March this year, I imagine, I think it's prior to March, were you guys known as the Jolly Boys back then?
Yes, it was actually about end of January we were known as that. But that was due to the fact of we wanted to release an EP, which we did last year, of just a couple of covers. Mm-hmm. And there was actually another band over in Jamaica called the Jolly Boys, and we just didn't want to get any copyright issues or anything, so we just changed it while we could.
Aaron, have you looked at my YouTube channel, at your Jolly Boy video since?
No, I haven't. No.
One of them's got over 1,000 views, but it's got a lot of comments on it saying these aren't the Jolly Boys. This is not what we expected.
They probably did some TV program over there, and everyone looked for them and found us.
That gives me an interesting idea though about how we could get the Bridgnorth Pod more views.
Yeah, tag Justin Bieber in the
Yeah. This week we interviewed Justin Bieber.
Not really, actually Aaron Albee.
This week on the Jonathan Ross
Hang on a
show.
minute. We've got Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
We've got his socks.
Back to the grave to release his new material.
That actually happened, didn't it? Though they tried to pull together some.
Well, they did, didn't they? They
Yes,
released
some
it.
odd recordings, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, some odd recordings over the last 20 years. They put some more backing vocals over and tried releasing them as an album, and it kind of did a bit of a flop in the charts.
It didn't sound that great to me personally.
didn't
You could tell
actually,
it was, a lick of paint really over a dodgy wall, isn't it? Yeah.
Definitely,
Or a dead
definitely.
wall.
Can you get any more insensitive, John?
I'm going to cry myself to sleep now, John.
Sorry.
You're talking to the world's biggest Michael Jackson fan here.
I'm very sorry.
Well, Aaron, hope you get well soon.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah, and Cal, I hope you don't get it.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably immune to it by now.
Yeah, probably.
How do you guys go about like your band admin? You know,
Pretty much I do everything, but we've got in forms of the admin, I do most of the stuff, but we all help out here, there and everywhere, and we've all got our own little like message board that we can only see on Facebook and all this sort of stuff, so we keep each other in the loop and everything. But
do you feel social networking has changed the way that your band goes about things? I know it certainly helps everybody with promotion.
Oh, most definitely.
Do you find that you have to meet less face to face as a result of Facebook as well? I think that's, that could be one of its disadvantages actually. It sort of takes away the social aspect of a band. You're just tied to your phone.
Yeah, I suppose it's a slight disadvantage, but I mean, like, if you actually want to get a message across, you can put it up on our message board, and it actually tells you when every member of the band's seen it as well, so you know that it's been seen, and
I thought it was a great feature when they brought that out. That's like proper stalkerish though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, you saw my message,
you saw it and you haven't done anything about it. Why not?
It's like read-only receipts on Outlook.
Except those you can actually say no. I'm actually quite sneaky.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, you don't want to know I've read this.
I know, yeah. I'll click no, and I'll deal with that in the morning.
So Aaron, this Glow Party that's on Christmas Eve, when and where can we find it?
Well, the Glow Party on Christmas Eve, it's going to be at the Bear Inn by Northgate, and that's going to be starting at around 9 o'clock, and I believe we've got support from Ree Moore as well.
What time will Ree be starting?
Well, she normally plays while we hand out the glow sticks during the break. So she just kind of fills in while we're running around trying to get as many out as possible. She kind of shouts, "Can I do some more?" I was like, "Yeah, we've got about another 50 to hand out. Keep going." Kind of thing.
So does she need to write a really long song called "Handing Out Glow Sticks"?
That would probably be a brilliant idea, but it'd probably be about 15 minutes long.
Ray, if you're listening to this, there's some inspiration right here.
Yeah, definitely. Rewrite a song.
And also we've got our Christmas tunes as well that we've practiced. So
We're going to try and get right.
Are they top secret, your Christmas tunes?
No, they're just we're doing we're going to be trying to attempt to do a cover of Band-Aid, and also Santa Claus is coming to town.
At least you're playing Christmas songs close to Christmas, Aaron. I think we've had them since like the end of November now.
Yeah, I went to see bands in the end of November, like you say, and they were playing Christmas songs, and you just felt like throwing things at them instead of cheering at the same time.
Lois and I did the Christmas light switch on, and okay, fair enough, it was festive, the town, everyone was out, but as musicians we were like, this is far too
It doesn't
early.
feel like Christmas at all, does it, when it's that early on?
Can't wait for the Glow Party, Aaron. That's going to be great.
It should be good. It cost us enough money to put on, so it should be good.
are you going to be there, are you?
Yeah, we'll pop down.
Yeah, we'll pop down.
Aaron, is it as expensive as Coldplay's budget for the lights?
To be fair, I actually looked into their idea of them wristbands, and they were working out like £600 to put on like in a bare venue, so it just wasn't even worth it. So.
Blimey.
But we've got a cheaper alternative anyway, so
Good old glow sticks.
yeah, definitely.
Great. Super.
Brilliant.
What we'll do is we're going to play Ed's Unemployment now. Brackets working title. Could you introduce it for us, Aaron, please, or Cal? Which one of you guys wants to introduce it? Either of you.
All together. Count yourselves in.
Let Cal do it. He's been the silent one.
Right, this is Mitsabuka with Ed's Employment, working title. Yeah, I hope you like it.
the Bridgnorth Pod.
You stole my mind. I wanna find a way to leave this place behind. Took a walk outside. The rain falls down as the clouds appear. I need to get away from here. Away from here. Away from here. These waves that hold me down, should them somehow release me. I'll spread my wings out now. So through the clouds, I'm flying now. Oh, just give me the time and space to grow. And I'll show you there's more to this, I know. Now I change my ways. Make a new day out of the things you said. Time to realize I'm not just stuck with the same old 9 to 5. It's gray outside, but all I see is those blue skies. These waves that hold me down, should them somehow release me. I'll spread my wings out now. So through the clouds, I'm flying now. Just give me the time and space to grow. And I'll show you there's more to this, I know. I see the sun. I feel the warmth. I see the sun. I feel the warmth. These waves that hold me down, should them somehow release me. I'll spread my wings out now. So through the clouds, I'm flying now. Just give me the time and space to grow. And I'll show you there's more to this, I know. I see the sun. I feel the warmth. I see the sun. I feel the warmth. I see the sun. And I feel the warmth.
Can we catch you guys at a website at all? Have you got a website out there or a social media site?
Yeah, we're on everything. You can, if you just Google Midset Buka, that's MIDSETBUKA, and then all the Google stuff's on there. You've got SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. You've got our proper website and everything up there then as well.
No, it's been great talking to you, Aaron and Cal. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
No,
Cheers,
thanks for talking to us.
And I'll see you,
Alright.
see you Christmas Eve, Aaron, if I don't see you before.
Yeah, see you Christmas
See you, Cal.
Eve.
See you, Cal. See you then as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very much.
Cheers.
See ya.
Take care, guys. All right, bye. So we'd like to thank you for listening to this week's edition of the Bridgnorth Pod. We'd like to thank Ian Wilkins for talking to us about the Bridgnorth Past Facebook page.
We'd also like to thank Aaron and Cal from Midset Buka for talking to us about
their glow stick party.
About their glow stick party.
For the Bridgnorth Pod, that's all from me, Dan Bradley.
It's also all from me, John Garbett.
And I've been Lois Downs.
Thank you for listening.